Rolling, 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 rolling on in. I'm rolling, 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 rolling on in. Boot, doot, doot, doot. Hey, what's going on, guys? I am Schmuel Buckman, and it is a Thursday, and I'm doing this early uh, so that the Aussie guy could come in. Doesn't mean I won't be back tonight, but anything is possible. Um, Mint Diggity, to start us off, Oracle is coming. That would be cool. I really would love to have Oracle. Oh, Diablo Sandwich, I got to do this for you. Pet's coming. Pet's coming. I think I actually have that. Do I? Do I? Do I? I do. Let's just say, hold on. I don't know if you guys could hear that or not, but we'll work on it. Do I not have audio? Audio. Am I talking to myself? I think I might be. I think I might be talking to myself. Talking to myself. Here, here, here. I'm talking to myself. Do 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 do. You can hear me, correcto? Genta, I trust you. Just put a 1 in there if you can hear me, because I'm not getting the sound back in my ear like I normally do. I forgot this headset does not work with a monitor. Hey, baby, how are you? What's up, Kimmy? How's it going? How's it going? Oh, cool. All right, thank you. Oh, look at that. Buckman is greater than the pineapple. I may have to send him the link. My boy W. Hey, Big W, what's going on out there? The buck starts here. Shit show. Shit show. I think you talk shit about me in other places, don't you? Is this the Loch Ness episode? That would be fun. We should probably do that someday, but since it was admitted as a fraud, it's just not as funny as it used to be. Whatever. Only Genta, the one and only beautiful only Genta. Tell Tito to pipe down. Right. Young old vibes. Rock and roll, rock and roll. Schmuel is going to take control. We got to get that over to Final Boss and have him do a song. I decided to go without the song tonight. So I said Echo Pineapple. I said Gav House. I said Biscuits. Balls Deep is here. All right, very cool. And thank you for the 29 that are watching, because I know you have many choices for your entertainment experience. And it's very cool that you chose to have them with me, or multiple monitors where you're watching 2 shows at the same time. Look, KB, Lady KB is here. And let's add in the mystery man from the other side of the world. Hello?
Hello.
Perfect. Ding, 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 ding.
Who the fuck do you think you are, Schmuel?
Why? Oh, being late?
Yeah, being fucking late.
Well, I got a job, man. What can I tell you? I apologize.
Fucking great. How's that my fucking problem?
Well, it's not your problem. You could have just not shown up, and it would have been fine. That would have been okay. I would have understood.
Yeah, that's the way. Yeah, fucking take responsibility for it. Yeah, not fucking sorry at all, are you? Not fucking sorry at all.
I am sorry. Didn't I say I was sorry in the message I sent you?
No, you fucking did not.
Did I not? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, that feels very fucking sincere, Schmuel.
I'm sorry. I promise I'll self-flagellate later. Really, I apologize. What can I say to you? I moved to do it. Whatever. I apologize. I apologize. I'm sorry. I thought you were a guy that understood that, the job that pays us the money sometimes gets in our way.
You could have fucking let me know, Schmuel. You could have fucking said something. You know that I got up fucking early in the morning for this.
Oh, did you really? What time is it there?
Fucking like seriously?
It's like 4 in the morning.
I got up yeah. Great.
Yeah. All right.
Why isn't my image on screen?
It is.
Yeah, I can't see me.
Is that a good thing? I'm looking at.
I mean, I don't care. I thought if it was.
No, I'm
if
looking
it wasn't
right,
going out. I thought, all right, it's fine. All right.
I've got YouTube. I've got YouTube on the other channel, So maybe what you're telling me is people disliking me might be my fault.
You think?
It's possible. Um, I what can I say uh, with regard to that? And I apparently I'm not great at apologies either. So
I mean,
there
to
we go.
start with one would have been good. First thing I would have done, if it were me, first thing I would have said, I'm really fucking sorry, man. Would have been the first thing I fucking said.
I Yeah, you know what? I see. I the reason why I don't do that, and it's not an excuse or anything, is because I'm talking. It's like the audience thing, and so yes, I apologize. I was not thinking. Um,
Mm.
and so let's go back. And the first thing I'll say is, dude, I'm really sorry. Uh, they grabbed me at work, and there was nothing I could do. I apologize.
Apology
And
accepted.
and if I would have known, I should have known that this was going to happen because I had put that in my schedule and all that to stay out. Um, but let's move forward. Oh, Aussie is annoying as fuck right now, real or fake. That's Peter Sky Parker. I only put him. I
Thanks,
didn't
mate.
read it. I didn't read it first. I just put it up because I haven't seen Peter Sky Parker in a while. But Robbie, the Mariners fan, this is refreshing. It's nice to see somebody besides Robbie get taken to task for Robbie. So what's going on? Have you been following any of the news in the Dabbleverse? Jerry's train wreck podcast on the Stuttering John Network. Have we
No,
seen that?
I've not seen that. What's that about?
It's just not worth watching. I'm just trying to pick the minor things out to be humoresco. Uh, Lady KB for $2. Angry Dean gets me going, dude.
Well, I'm gonna have to keep it up then.
It's called. Is this what we mean by moisture? Moisture. So,
I mean,
Lady
you don't have
KB,
to make it creepy.
thank you for your $2. I make everything creepy. I'm old. It's what I do. I have no choice. And look at that. Panhandler is here. Let's just do this just for shits and giggles because it might be fun. How do you and Panhandler get along?
Fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Panhandler's
Uh,
great.
I was hoping that you had problems with him, but
Nah, just with you at the moment.
he's good. Panhandler's got the link. He's going to hopefully he'll pop on, and then the two of you can scold me together. I think that'll work. And I'm
So
trying to
what have we got planned, Schmuel? What's going on?
hold. Oh man, hang on. All right. Well, we got to talk about the news of the week, which I think is going to be. I got two top ones, obviously. The Turn by Dixon, and the Mersch letter. And my feeling is the Mersch letter is leading the race. Uh, and so the only decision that comes from that is, what do you think? You want to do the Mersch letter?
Sure. Yeah. Let's kick
Yeah.
off with that. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, give me 1 second. We'll just pull her up here. I thought I had it down, but I, of course, did not. All right. Where did my letter go? Fuck. What a mess this is. Sorry. I have the other. I have the Dixon thing ready to go, but I kind of want to save that
Of
for.
course. Yeah.
Uh,
Now don't go
for
with the thing you've got prepared. Let's go with the thing you've got to find. That's
No,
a good idea.
because because I don't think the thing I got prepared is as interesting as the thing that I don't have prepared. So, but I have the Mersch. I've got the Mersch letter. I asked Claude and one of their models to review the Mersch letter, and I thought it was pretty funny. And so we will get there in one shake of a lamb's tail.
Take your time. It's fine.
So I know it's like I know I'm disrespectful of everyone's time. I'm late. It's all me. Everybody hates me, and what can we do?
By the way, everyone, my super tip's available if you want to fucking give me money because
Yeah.
Don't give this
They
cunt a dime.
they are, but I'm not. I'm not the grifter type. You know, um, I bring it up a little later on, and of course, I'm sure that I don't do that right. I'm sure that's more of the Schmuel, you're not doing things correctly. And all right, let us. I think I can put this on stream. Let's find out. And here we go. We're going to go over here. We're going to go there. Then we're going to go here. And we're going to go there. And I don't think it's going to be great. Hold on. I can never tell. I'm not what do you call it? All right. So I'm gonna get. There we go. That'll work. All right. I'm gonna get us started with Brixton, because everybody on the planet who didn't already know her name needs to know her name. But we'll have that, and I have to close. I know it's like working with your Meemaw, right? Um, which is a word that I heard recently. I did this just for you because I
Mm-hmm.
I thought, why be prepared? Why have everything um, all together? And I'll pop that big out, and let's see if we can read it. Uh, and that's the share. And I think we can say it. Everybody,
Hey, look at that.
look at
So
that.
what are we? 48 minutes after our agreed upon time, we're getting to something. Good job, Schmuel.
Very, very, very cool. Very, very cool. Uh, Pimlico Olives. The boring Schmuel is dodging the pattern. Now I'm saving it. I want to let it build. That's all. And I got to do the merch thing. I mean, come on. I was lucky enough to be named in the merch letter. I mean, how could we not want that to happen?
It's
Right? That was
amazing.
great. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So let's try. Uh, I wouldn't
Now
do
we're
it.
not
Would
reading this
you
whole
like?
fucking thing, are we?
Would you like to read?
No,
Oh,
I
we
wouldn't.
because it'll be quick, right?
Will it?
Um, I think so. All right. So, have you read the letter? Have you seen the letter?
Yeah, I started reading it and I was like, fuck, this is too long. I can't read all this. I got to your name, I think, and then I was like, all right, I've seen enough.
Oh, the reading is my thing, and I try to. I get that. I get that stuff. I realize it's 7 pages, but we're not going to go through. I'm not going to read fully 7 pages and then talk about it. So we'll read a couple of paragraphs, and like we did when we were kids in school, we'll comment on the paragraph we read, right? And
Mm-hmm.
how,
Break it
how
down into clips.
and we'll just bring it down here a little bit. And yeah, and I do have merch. I do have his clips ready. I just, for some reason, I don't know why I didn't have his letter ready. Let me see if I can move you over so you're not off in the woods. And oh yeah, all right. And supertip.gg slash Buckman dabbletip.com slash Buckman.
Or
And any
USOA.
eh,
USOA for both of those.
Cool. Anybody that says this is boring, come on, this is like the funniest thing in the world. Brixton, I'm not sure where to start, but I suppose the beginning is generally the best place. Last year, a young woman popped up in my message requests on X. She was young, pretty, funny, and she liked cats. First thing she ever said to me was, Mersh, I have feelings for you since following the Aaron arc for over a year. I too live in Florida. Uh,
Which, what a
I
way to start.
It is. So especially for a dumping letter, right? That's the fun. That's the funniest part. But your feelings, if you're single man, not married, back we got to go forward in time because you'd be 43 years old at this point.
Mm.
What is your what would you think if you got that?
Well, I mean, starting off with a young woman popped up in my messages. Like it's just such a fucking cringe way to start for me. Like I don't know, it's like he's trying to fucking tell a story. You know, he's more like it's almost like he knew this was going to come out, and so he tried to make it as much of a story as he could, more than actual meaningful message, I guess.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty pathetic. Um, and I have a I have a different reason than you. I don't think he thought it was going to come out. Um, I think this is where we see, and we're going to see it throughout this letter, where he's alternately nice and alternately mean. Uh, and the only meaning I can take from that is what he could have written is 7 pages of "Please come back, please come back, please come back," and that would have been just as ineffective.
Well, firstly though, just on that, you said you don't think he thought it was getting out. He's an idiot then. If he didn't think this was going to get out, he's a fucking idiot.
Well, I have to be honest and say that I got in a lot of trouble this week for telling someone that something was eventually going to come out, and they might have wanted to handle it
I don't
beforehand.
think that's actually what you got in trouble for, Schmuel, but that's soft topic. So yeah.
That's part of it. All right, so let's go real quick. Before this young woman entered my life, literally cold called. I was alone. I wasn't lonely. I was resigned to an emotional purgatory. While for the most people might feel like hell, what? While for most people might feel like hell, allows a person like myself to reassign that energy into other avenues where fulfillment and success is more likely. The show, helping cats, making money, just kind of enjoying my life in general. Perhaps not the most lofty of goals, but certainly attainable and sustainable. No boundaries were being pushed. No ultimate payoff was being sought. Just a cage I built for myself and was comfy in. Uh,
I think the
dude.
kids I think the kids call that cope, don't they?
Oh man, I think it's like cope in the highest degree, but it's also like it's just fucking pathetic. Um, more importantly, but a lot of it is very. There's like a lot of it here that's very telling to me, which is blah, 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 uh, I was alone. I wasn't lonely. Um,
Because he's got the
resigned to
cats.
resigned to an emotional purgatory, um, and allows a person like myself to reassign that energy where fulfillment and success is more likely. All right. No, you
Has he
were.
achieved those two things?
Yeah,
Doesn't feel like he has, but
yeah. Number one, you were alone. Number two, you were lonely. Number three, resigning to an emotional purgatory. That's possibly true. You might have given up, um, but this part that you just keyed in on, a person like myself to reassign that energy into other ventures where fulfillment and success is more likely. Ah, come on, man.
when did he send this to her? Do we know?
It's no, I don't. It's actually a good question because she might be in the chat or somebody in the chat might know. Um, it's a good question because I asked Brix Ton how she got the letter. Um, uh, hold on a sec. The super chats, but by the way, guys, while I'm doing this, the super chats kind of have to wait because they're not up on the super tips. So let's go back and I'll put up um, Mike's shitty internet providers. You're all watching me on my screen there. You can see what I'm doing, folks, and hopefully I'm not doxing myself. There we go. Come on. and they say Easy Muck sucks. I think it's user error. MSIP $2. When you're late to work, do you apologize in the same way? Truth, I'm the boss, so no. But Mike, thanks for the $2. I appreciate it. All right, let's pull that down. Let's get back to where we were here. All right, all right, all right, and all right. So have we seen any success? Like what? Like has he changed the definition of success, or
Look, I mean,
um,
ROTC has had its level of success. You know, I don't think you can deny that. And obviously, Mersh is much more successful than us at streaming. You know, yeah, don't get me wrong on that respect. But yeah, I don't know. It just, yeah, it feels very copy, very. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm happy with my life. You know, kind of situation. Yeah.
yeah, no matter how bad it looks, it's great. It's great. I'm having, so my deal was with this is uh my personal opinion is um he's successful at streaming, um but it's marginal success. It's never been like uh the the Rogan success, or even the Brennan, right, or Melton success kind of thing. So it's like, well, gee, I decided to not have anyone in my life. I'm going to do this full time. um it's a little hard to buy that as success. I'm not going to pay my taxes. I'm going to get my card repossessed. um, I'm going to get drunk and high on stream. I'm going to try to get people to feel sorry for me. uh, Not, I will do. um, and I spent it, or could be regarded as I wasted. So he's at least got some self-awareness, right? A lot of my energy in my younger years looking for the girl I could spend forever with. But because of a combination of being born ugly and poor and going through legit trauma and substance abuse and being a faggot in general, I always managed to fuck it up somehow. Any
I mean,
thoughts on that?
that's a pretty decent acknowledgement of his flaws. I think, you know, I'll give him that. Obviously, trying to be a little like self-deprecating, ugly and poor, and calling himself a faggot. You know, sure. Yeah, it's probably the most honest I've heard Mersh be. Like, it's funny. The reason I asked when he sent this, because the clip of him the other day going off on you, it's this very cocky, bravado, he's got it all figured out situation. And then the fucking next day, this fucking letter comes out, and it's like, wow, what a comparison between the two of how he was going off on you, and then to this thing that's like, ugh.
Yeah, I was scolded roundly in the group chat last night on Twitter that because I
The get
asked,
along gang one.
this is not Get Along Gang. This is the uh, We're Mean and We're Nasty Gang, but we love you at the same time. Um, it's the one that MGD is in, so it's nuts. But in any event, in there, I asked the question, which I thought was personally perfectly reasonable. Hey, did he give this to you on paper? Like, because I pictured it being left in that box that he dropped off,
Mm.
or did he send it to you? Like, did he send it? Did you get it digitally, or did you get it, in real life? And I was roundly scolded for it. No one does paper anymore. So apparently, she got this um, over the last
Well,
couple of days. Uh,
that would also mean that she would have had to have typed it all out as well, which would be insane, you know, when you just take a photo of it and post it.
Uh, yeah, but I don't know. He might have printed this out. You're right. You're right. But I wasn't thinking that deeply. I really was picturing him writing this letter in cursive with
The
tears
feather
dropping
and
on the
yeah,
pages, and
yeah.
so that one day he could save it and look back at it and go, this is the moment everything changed and she realized how much she loved me. All right, it's this part is kind of ridiculous, right? Uh Dating just made my shit worse. uh Things more complicated and eventually put me in a situation where I self-destructed. Um, and then the next part, I'm certainly not. I don't believe a lot of what this guy says, but that's neither here nor there. Um, and it's the I. It was easier to fuck when I could fuck and wanted to fuck. Otherwise, just check out. Um,
Yeah, no
uh,
one's buying that.
yeah, it's also like uh it's like maybe there was a fat girl in the bar that was desperate that night. That's possibly it. uh
I wouldn't
I,
be that harsh. I'm just saying I don't know that fucking it's being thrown at him constantly where he could just go, I feel like fucking.
I just, what do you call it, you don't like using the word happy. To me, happiness has always been a concept that specifically describes a moment of fleeting ecstasy. uh has happiness always been a moment of fleeting ecstasy to you?
Now that says a lot about Mercer's own psyche, doesn't it? I think most happy people, it's just standard, right? Like it's not a fleeting thing. If you're comfortable in your life and you're happy with your life, it's just a standard fucking emotion.
uh and true happiness is a lie. I'm like, this is fucking pathetic, you know? Um, it's like Abraham Lincoln. An actual quote from Abraham Lincoln is, "Most people are about as happy as they make their minds up to be." Right? And
Hmm.
you don't like happiness is also in degrees, right? It's not like one thing. Hey, your kid, hit the ball or uh, scored a goal in footy. You're happy. You're glad, Your wife has a baby. You're happy and glad, but they're two different, things. It's like miracle of birth happy and I'm
Yeah,
glad this kid scored a goal,
you can have
Um,
baseline happiness with your life where you're happy and satisfied with your life, but then there's extra levels of happiness as you go along. So yeah, going back as well, it says a lot how relationships would always, he said, it would make things complicated or whatever, and he'd self destruct. Like again, that's Mersh just announcing, yeah, I don't get comfortable with feelings, and so I can't deal with it. So then I sabotage it myself. Like it just speaks to his own general unhappiness, and perhaps he feels he doesn't deserve it more than anything.
yeah, I agree. And let's can we get here, put this up? Sorry, man, I got to keep switching screens. I didn't add the web source to that panel. Uh, MSIP $2. Did you use the old excuse when you get creepy at work? Thanks, Mike's shitty internet provider, but I kind of don't know what that means, except walking in and saying,
What that
"Dating
means, Schmuel,
sucks, man."
is anytime you get confronted with anything, you say, I'm old. And that's your excuse for it. That's what that means.
Oh, I got it. I got it. You know what? And it's true, but I did pick it up with you guys because I really insisted on not doing that when I first came here. And then every little error and or mistake I made was considered, he's old, he's old. So I just started using it. So it's my crutch. It's like,
Hmm,
there you go, is another one of my crutch is. Um, there's a one in the free chat here that I think that Big W. How much clout does it take for one to be truly happy? Thank you, Big W. That's very funny. There was another one, but I have no. Oh, look at this. Uh, Premium 2681. Uh, this is pretty good duo. Uh,
thanks.
I know Brennan. I think he's probably on, and if he sees you're over here, but I can't.
I,
I have a message from Premium that gave me which one is the real one and which one is the fake one. I think that's the fake one, unfortunately. But there we go.
oh, well,
Uh,
the fake one likes us. That's good.
yeah, old shaming from people in their 40s is hilarious. Um,
All right, old girl. No worries.
so, the best part about that is we all know that you're going to be that way. So it's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then when you get there, you'll be, these goddamn young people. All right. Uh, I This goes over 2 pages in the way my monitor is set up. Uh, so it's most of the worst of life comes from chasing happiness, wanting more, thinking you deserve to be better instead of grateful for what you have. Sound familiar? Um, Dude, you don't, I don't know, you don't chase happiness, right? You do the things that make you happy, and happiness finds you.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? You
Yeah.
know?
Like, again, it just speaking more to his psyche, like, yeah, you should just be going out to do things that you enjoy, and happiness will come. If you enjoy yourself, you'll be happy doing it. Um, he I think he pretty much said it there, didn't he? About thinking you deserve better. Like, he doesn't think he deserves better. He thinks he deserves the shit that he gets. Like, I think he's that beaten down by Pot Awful and fucking Red Bar and all that. Like, I think he thinks he deserves all that shit.
Oh, I my little thing doesn't really work that well on that.
That's what
All
all the
right.
ladies say.
But uh no, they usually say that big thing doesn't work the way it used to. Um at this point, this young woman decided to impulsively hook up with the grossest pig I've ever encountered in my 40 years of dealing with the worst people. It was strange. I felt responsible. This awful person was about to take advantage of and ruin the life of this poor innocent woman, and it was in some indirectly way my fault. All right, indirect way my fault. I had no say, I had no control, but I felt like it was my fault. Um, let's Can we stop with the, I'm the grossest, worst person, on the because there's a whole bunch of like self-deprecation in here, you
I
know.
think she's talking about Ethan Ralph in that situation, isn't he?
Grossest pig I've ever encountered before. He was dealing with the birds found. I felt responsible and ruined the life of this
I
poor.
took that as being the grossest pig
Oh,
was Ethan
oh.
Ralph.
I thought he was the grossest
I know
for plus.
you could take it that way too. That's why it's funny wording, but I think that's Ethan Ralph.
Oh, I got the feeling that he thought uh, she was gonna, her hooking up with him being, when he's a disgusting loser, and he was gonna be, uh, his this look, I'm gonna stick with it's him. Um, and it could be Ethan Ralph. I mean, it could be true either way. But if it's him, and his first thought is he's gonna ruin the life of this poor person, uh, he's got a bit of
Read the next, first two lines of the next paragraph, Schmuel. I think it'll clear it up.
oh, okay. God damn it! I wanted it to be so true though. Because it would just go to that thing of he thinks he's got so much power. All right, looking back, this should have been my first major sign to cut and run, to be honest. You plugged in and voluntarily made a decision to fuck Ethan Ralph. Jesus Christ. You even went back for seconds and let him stay at your house longer than I ever did. Baby. So sorry. But Ethan lives in Mexico. You live like an hour and a half away. Uh, all
True.
right.
Fair point.
And all right, and let a theme I'll expand on longer. The first time you're forced to eat shit, yeah, I should be concerned and try to help. But it's sad to see you sniffing around through on your own free time looking for seconds. You plugged fully into the whole destroy Mersh thing. You shared private convos and enriched people who have spent 10 years trying to ruin my life. Second time in one paragraph where I will say, We will expand on this later. You sure have patterns. You literally did uh, the thing I was afraid you do, like right away. Um,
Well, he's just expressed in that part there is the fact that he definitely had to know this was going to go public because he's acknowledging in here you shared private combos and rich people who spent 10 years trying to ruin my life. Like, how did he not know this was going to be, you know, analyzed deeply across many different streams?
yeah, and I don't know, but it does. My attitude towards this one is, I'm like, dude, what more did you need, right, to know to avoid this? Seriously, like,
Mm.
could we come and have banged you on the fucking head? Like, where where do you go?
One thing I like
Before,
about sorry,
okay,
one thing I like about Twitter, and especially back in the day when it was only 140 characters, is it forces you. And super chats are similar. It forces you to get your point out quickly. Use as few words as possible to get your point across. And anytime I'm trying to explain something and it just keeps getting longer and longer, I'm like, nah, don't do this because you're going to make it worse, make the situation worse. Like if you can't sum it up quickly, then it's probably time to stop. And the fact that this just keeps going and going, yeah, I don't know how he didn't realize at some point this ain't a good idea.
and it's also like that you're making the great point, which is like we could take this, put down the bullet points, and very quickly circle like what when did you think that any of this was going to change or be different, right? Like
Mm.
this was always going to be. You're saying to us you knew this was going to happen before it happened, but yet you still got in there.
Mm.
And I don't have a problem with admitting that. I do have a problem with blaming the other person. Like I feel like if I got in to a relationship that I knew was bad for me, everybody else told me was bad for me, and it fucking went sideways, I would go, yeah, I fucked up, and I would move on. But
Mm-hmm.
this is pretty pathetic.
He's got plenty
Um,
of reason to be mad at her. Like, she did him dirty. There's no doubt. But this whole thing of like, oh, I knew it. Yeah, you're just saying how fucking dumb you are.
Yeah, and I'm gonna skip these two paragraphs. It's mostly about Ralph. We know what happened. Just to recap, you started emotionally cheating on me behind my back, and you fell for some basic ass game and got used and shit on and abused. You allowed yourself to be thoroughly humiliated and destroyed twice because I wasn't good enough for you. I wasn't a one-time thing. It's become our dynamic. Again, you don't want me. Ding fucking ding, right? Like, when do you get the message, right? That's it. When again, you do not want me.
But
Uh,
also, like, he could be describing himself. Allow yourself to be humiliated twice. Like, Mersh, that's what you've done. And now you're adding a fucking third layer to it with this letter. Like she cheated on him. Then he took her on the cruise to talk about his feelings. Faggot. And now this fucking letter. Like, he's tripled down on fucking the humiliation.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's insane. I just had to put that up. I was rephrasing AKA Mershnu. Very funny. That's supposed to get a Shuli guy like you chuckling. All right. Uh,
Yeah, I don't understand why you had to put it in the chat. You could have just brought up NJ's chat, but
well,
sure.
I didn't because I wasn't really like I wanted to do the hashtag thing, but that's all right. And uh, but I always seem to be your insurance policy. And what hurts most is that lately, even after putting my own feelings on hold twice, in lieu of is best for you, putting my own needs on a shelf just to make you feel better. Whose fault is that? You know?
But also, this whole letter is about Mersh's needs and Mersh's feelings. Like, he needed to do this for him. You know what I mean? Like, so, but the whole thing is how great he is and how well he's treated her. It's like, Yeah, but this is all just a self-serving thing for you to get your emotions out.
Exactly. It's just not even a bit. Not even a bit. You came back to me and somehow you have a fucking attitude about it. My audience is the problem. They said mean things about you. You did horrible things to me multiple times. You can't forgive them. Grow up. If you lived one day of your own exploits, from my perspective, you wouldn't have the constitution to weather that storm. Um, I, looks up. It just seems. I don't know. It just seems pretty fucking pathetic, man. And I,
Does Mersh weather the storm well? Do you feel?
I honestly, I have no, no, he doesn't. And but the reality is, one could even argue he makes the storm. He's the creator of the storm, right? Like all this shit would have gone away if this letter hadn't gone out there. If he didn't feel the need to drive 2.5 hours or whatever it is to drop off the girl's old toothbrush, you know?
I didn't know that. That's funny.
Oh man, it's like insane. And then so post the dropping off of the toothbrush, he then made a car video, an auto video, and saying that he was going to go scorched earth on her. So
By the way, you would not use that toothbrush ever again, would you? Like
no, because you know it. For me,
he's
it
had
would
it
have
up
been
his
up.
ass or something.
Yeah, that's what I would have done. Oh, you forgot your toothbrush. Here you go. All right. Despite everything you've done to me, I've forgiven. I'm gonna go. We're just gonna move on here. This I thought was kind of cute. Um, uh, if my personality was half as dark as the guys you would rather be blowing in 4K video, this would be a Nightwave episode with your picture in the thumbnail and every excruciating detail of your life on display. Not a genuine letter begging you to turn it around. Please. And once again, that's our dynamic. We treat you better than all the guys you'd rather be fucking. Um,
Ugh, gross.
isn't this? It's kind of weird because it reminds me of girls, high school girls, right? That would let you do anything for them, but you were never going to get to kiss them. There was always going to be the bad boy that they wanted. It is what it is, man. Chicks like bad boys.
But you're right. I think
Uh,
you said earlier, like it's this back and forth between I'm gonna um, I'm gonna tell you off for all the things you did wrong, and also this is how you hurt me. This is how I feel. Um, like just tell her how you felt. If this is so important, tell her how it made you feel, but stop trying to fucking lecture her because it completely takes away the message. Then
it absolutely does. This is the reality. If it's shitty to hear said to you, imagine being the guy have it done to him in his real life with actual consequences. Do you even know what consequences are? Have you ever stayed behind once to face them? You forced your way into my life, uh, became a big part of my life, and a little literal human battery for me. Then you pulled the plug. You pulled the plug.
I
I,
mean, we could get into technicalities about battery and plugs, but yeah, I won't. I won't do that.
yeah, right. Like if it was a battery and you pulled the plug, it wouldn't really matter. But
Mm, mm.
the man was in tears. We'll give him the poor comparisons and metaphors slide for tonight. Now, this is self-awareness. Now I have a cranky chick I say goodnight to every night. She isn't that into me. Um, she doesn't watch my show. Did your wife watch your show?
No.
My wife won't go fucking within 100 miles of it. All right. Shows me zero vulnerability, cuts me out of her life. She has been cruel to me. Yet for some reason, I I'm the one who feels like I'm being resented. Well, I don't know that resentment wouldn't be the word that I would use. It would be like more opposite than if opposite. I don't know if it's opposite, but uh like you're resenting her, she's not giving a fuck. Is
Mm,
that probably the way that it should have come?
yeah.
All right. But we're both in the habit of saying I love you. I say I love you to Aussie. Doesn't mean I do. All right. And I love you to me feels like some kind of stand. Anyway, so sorry. I'm gonna read
Well,
this.
there's
This
different
clip.
context to it. You could say that you love a friend, you know what I mean. But when it's a relationship, I think it's a deeper thing. Sure.
Yeah, yeah. Or it's a chick, and you're saying I love you, like, man, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, and on the other side of it, uh, she's like, yeah, you're my good friend, Pete. You know, I can't wait till the next time we go and get pancakes at brunch. And yeah, Mint Diggity Cookie told me she couldn't get through 5 minutes of this. 100 and Mint, a truer statement has never been spoken. She was referring to the Dabbleverse shows, the whole Dabbleverse. And I'll come down. She'd be like, how are your show? I'll start to talk. And she's like, just the show, not the Dabbleverse.
Yeah, my
Like,
wife knows nothing about the Dabbleverse, and I wouldn't even try and explain it. Um, if she actually clicked on a show, I'd probably be horrified and say, "Please don't watch it."
that's pretty much me. But my wife is also very social and fun, so she likes to go to the events. You complain you didn't want to be a character, and you've basically been a fucking prostitute for every streamer but me on the internet. Somebody
This
wasn't
is the good
getting
bit.
it.
We're getting to the good bit, aren't we? That's been my complaint fucking ever since they got together. And it's fucking Mersha's fault. Kept going, my girlfriend, my girlfriend, my girlfriend. And so, like, people like you would see Ice Dancer in the chat and go, oh, Ice Dancer's here. It's Mersha's girlfriend. Like, it was your fault, Mersh. And I was against it from the beginning. I was like, why is this bitch fucking a character?
Yeah, well, it's also like it was like, so here's this chick, right? She cold calls him based upon his information here. He doesn't respond. You know, he wasn't going to do anything. Uh, she goes and then fucks Ethan Ralph twice. Then he hooks up with her, right? And they're dating. And within several days, he goes from a guy who's been alone for 10 or 12 years to, yeah, my chick. Yeah, I got to take the chick out to dinner. It was like this dude went from zero to in love in like 24 hours, you know? And I don't know, man. All right. But this is our fun part, and then we can end this after that. And then I got some clips that I think will be funny. Uh, Whenever you mention all of the people I'll go. I actually want to read it from up here. You just don't want any of it from me. On my best day, I am bored. On my worst, I am angry and resentful. That resentment is building to a point where I begin to feel actual hatred. Pop in. Shit show for $1.99. Aussie wearing a disguise because of the rap. Smart. Um,
Mm-hmm.
we have a very cool message for Aussie before he leaves tonight. Uh, so you need to be around your computer around 7:30 on or 8:30 on Sunday. All right. So
Sunday.
Sunday night, yeah. Well, it's a surprise. All right. The
A ladies'
resentment
night
is
coming up.
the resentment too, right? I don't know why the way my mouse keeps doing that. All right. The resentment building to a point where begin to feel actual hatred creep in. The question is, who's the hatred who's feeling for? That's the
Mm.
question. Is he
I think we
mad
got a
at Ice
taste of it the other
Dancer?
day.
Or are we, whenever you mention all of the other people you'd be watching and hanging out with, the Buckmans, Koopas,
Wow.
and other fags, frankly, I want to throw you out of my house mid sentence. When I was talking the other night and describing my day, you asked me about, You stopped paying attention because you were too busy laughing at a super chat you sent Buckman. I hadn't seen you in a week. You have no idea what's going on in my life. I couldn't fucking wait to get out of there the other night and just drive. I never wanted to be farther away from you than I did in that moment.
That is the greatest paragraph ever written, Mersh. That made my fucking day reading that shit. Um, Putting the Buckmans, Coopers, and other fags. I ain't never seen Buckman on a stream or write a letter or anything as faggy as this. First of all, Mersh, but I can relate to iStance, and not that I send you super chats, but I will certainly sit there and giggle about a chat that I've sent you and wait for you to react to it. It fucking makes my day. So I get it, I stand. So that's the
That's
right use of Buckman.
and that's the right. It's the right use of super chats because I make them funny. I
Yeah,
cannot.
you do. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Let me correct it. Funnier than what you do, but
You made me laugh,
so
Schmuel. Well done.
all right. So let's pull. I want to see if I can do this right. I'm gonna pull that down. I'm gonna go back to our other studio scene, the main scene, and I want to read to you. I don't know if I because I don't know if I can put it up. If I can, I will. I asked Claude to review that letter, right? And I asked it cold.
Oh, that's like an AI thing or whatever.
Yeah, Claude is the probably the better, bigger of the AIs, and I don't know which model of theirs I used, so I might actually um, have paid to get this. All right, here we go. This was written to a 26-year-old woman by a 43-year-old man. What's your take? Here's the read. This isn't one letter, it's two letters fighting for the same page. One
Yeah.
is genuine grief by the guy missed by the one is genuine grief. The guy missed someone, felt like he lost something rare, and that part is legible and human. Can I hold on? Yeah, no, I can't. I would like to put it up, but I don't think I can close. Maybe I can. Yeah, I think we might actually be able to do this. But while we're here, let me just check first. Uh, Here we go. MSIP. Uh, Thank you for the $2. Is that the clothes you wore to work, Schmuel? Yep. That was it. And oh, ding, 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 ding. $1.99 from Nice Guy Merch. Your time is coming. No shit. I'm like 64. I had just had heart shit done. I've had cancer. I could go at any moment. So, but thank you for the $1.99. We appreciate it.
Mersh, put
And
it in
then
the
that,
free chat. Did you know this was going to come out? Like you knew this would come out, right, Mersh? Oh, you weren't that
yeah,
dumb, right?
Marsh, tell us. Ozzy wearing a disguise because of
You
the
did that
rap.
one.
Smart, we
You did
did
that.
that one. All right, cool. And let me just look in the chat, see if he's there. I don't think he put anything in the free chat because it doesn't on my cert. The only chat that he put was that super tip.
Well, I've only
So,
just asked the question, so
I know, no. I got you. But I mean, usually he's in the chat for. It would be in the chat for a while. Victoria. Victoria's always. Do you ever notice how positive Victoria is? Like, and I mean positive, like in that happy, joyous, and free positivity. Make your day better.
I
Stuff.
always look at Victoria as person that keep you in check. She's the one you look over at your chat and you go, fuck, good point. She's got me there. You know what I mean? She's always fucking on top of that shit.
I I know, and she's also and in person she's also a smoke show, which makes me
Of course. Yeah, you had.
kind of a little annoying.
Yeah, no,
But
I was giving her credit for her brains, and you got to make it about her looks. Yeah, of course.
yeah, I was what do you call it? I was mentioning how when you meet Carl. You know, he's like he can be standoffish and I don't know, just not like the terribly nice guy. And basically, he doesn't ask you to join them. It's you have to ask to join, you know? And she's like, "Oh, I met Carl and he was very nice to me and we had and I'm like, "Duh." Yeah, and it was your it was your brains. That's what Carl was so most interested in. All right, let me go. I'm going to try to move this camera a little bit and say, um, so because this Claude thing I thought was pretty goddamn funny. Um, so let's try to read it. I'm gonna put us small and all the way over here, maybe. What do you say, guys? Does it matter? Does it matter? Oh, you know what I could do? I could. I could, right? I could do it that way. All right. Much better. All right. Okay. So this isn't it's two letters. One is about genuine grief. I've read that. The other is an itemized bill of humiliations delivered in explicit detail, designed to make her feel small. Both are true at once, which is exactly the problem. You can't send "I will always love you" and graphic recap of her sex life with another man in the same document and have either one land the way you want it to. Uh, a few things stand out. The generosity framing does a lot of work it hasn't earned. He positions himself as reasonable, patient, self sacrificing. The amount of grace, love, and patience I have given you, while simultaneously calling her ugly names, mocking her looks, rehashing her most humiliating moments in cinematic detail. Real grace just doesn't need a highlight reel of what it's owed for. Um, but you're a woman is the tell. That line, you should be grateful, self aware, thankful, but you're a woman is doing more work than anything else in the letter. It reframes the normal relationship dissatisfaction as a character flaw specific to her gender. That's not a slip, it's the actual worldview underneath the rest of it. Who would think of Mersch as a misogynist? You know, and or uh, racist and or anything. Um, all right, but the explicit detail isn't in catharsis; it's a weapon. Naming exactly what she did with someone else in that much detail isn't getting something off my chest. It's designed to hurt as precisely as possible, then hand it over to her as if it's honesty he owed her. Those aren't the same thing. And conflating them is where a lot of letters of self-justification, where a lot of the letters self-justification comes from. This thing did pretty good, huh?
I
Uh,
mean, it's pretty much what
yeah.
we've been saying, isn't it? So,
Yeah, as the math on its own doesn't work on his own terms. Uh, he says he was content and self sufficient before dating her, that dating always wrecked his life, and that he doesn't need this. Then spends 6 pages proving the opposite. That's not a contradiction he's hiding, it's actual content of the letter, and he seems to know it, which is the one place real vulnerability breaks through. And then I asked on the age gap, just because I did put in the ages of them on the age gap specifically, since you flagged it. The number alone doesn't make this abusive. What does the work is the pattern, controlling the narrative, what she owes him, deciding what she's allowed to feel grateful for, treating her autonomy as something that needs correcting. A 43-year-old writing a 26-year-old letter that alternates between "I love you" and "you should be grateful I'd have you at all" is a power move, whether or not either party would call it out. Um, and then this is kind of the bottom line. Uh, if this went out as written, uh, it won't get him closure and it won't get her back. It reads like something written to be felt by the writer more than received by the reader. That's usually the difference between a letter that helps you move on and one you regret sending at 2 a.m. Boom.
mhm.
And so now we're back to chit chat. And I I thought I was like I put that in yesterday when I knew it was going to be bringing it up on the air today, and I was like, I thought that was hilarious because it really it's like, oh yeah, of course, not that anything would be different, but it's certainly. I was like, well, I couldn't have said it better myself. So uh, MSIP for $2. Y'all Niners hiring Schmuel.
Say
No,
it, Schmuel. Go on.
no, we're getting ready to close, buddy. Close. Schmuel's out right around October 1st. Um,
I just want to say, all of my thoughts on that were my own thoughts. I didn't read AI summary yesterday as
well,
homework and
I had
preparation.
my thoughts first. I wanted to see what they were, and it's very funny. Like all boomers, Beckman thinks AI gives infallible answers. No, smart. I don't know. All boomers do. I don't know. I know. I think it runs across generations. Um, it often gets things wrong, which is something I'm well aware of. But I just thought it was funny because I have it accessible because I have it for work, and I thought, fuck, let's just give it a shot and see what it says. So I thought that was pretty good. I also do like there is a with the Diablo Sandwich comment is like there is the thing like I'm I'm smarter than AI, and like anyway, it's a tool. It's like every other fucking tool in the
He's
world,
just giving you shit, Schmuel. It's not that
Is it?
deep. He's just
Oh,
giving you shit.
I realize it. I realize it, but people turn to me because I'm deep, don't they? You know what? If I did everything the way you guys wanted me to
I'm
do,
not telling you to do that,
nobody would
Schmuel.
fucking watch me.
Nobody's
I'd be
telling you to do it
sitting
like
here
we
by
do it.
myself. I could sit here and whack it for an hour and a half, and not a person in the universe would see it.
Nobody
So,
wants you to change, Schmuel. Stay
all right,
exactly as you are. Nobody's
uh,
saying that. All right.
all right. I'm gonna say buck be buck. Uh, Very cool. So let's pull up the vids that I have hopefully saved. And I thinky. Uh, I really want the one with. Let me just see something here. I don't have the one of him in the car, but
Are we going to get to Pat? Because you know I'm going to run out of time.
oh, when are you running out? We can get to Pat. Sure, let's get to Pat. I got much more Mersh. I'll probably come on later tonight and get into the Mersh thing. Um, only, only because it's this guy's been shitting on me for months and months and months, and I can't help but
I get
laugh
it.
at it.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
but let me just see something. If this is what I think it is, I think that I do think. All right. Well, I think it deserves to be played. Hopefully, it'll be up there later and not taken down. But let
Do you
us
think he might
go.
hide it from you?
No, they. I think he might like put it behind a paywall or something.
Like you did to me?
I did to you.
Yeah. You don't remember that?
No, what did I do to you? Well, no, I don't. What I know, I've put stuff behind the paywall before, but what's specifically?
After I did the Surely New, the fucking August 12th thing, I was ready to clip your show and fucking cover it on my show, and you put it behind the paywall, you fucker. And I'm
Oh,
still a member of your channel because of that.
I thought I gotcha. I thought that one was. I thought you were trying to say that I did it to you on purpose, but it was like, no, that was. Um,
No, you felt humiliated and embarrassed. I know. I get it.
I didn't feel humiliated or embarrassed. I had it completely. I did it because that's what I had wanted to do, and if it fucked with you in the meantime, I got no problem with that. All right, I gotta pull. I hope this fucking thing did. God damn it! Why am I getting? Sorry, Jesus Christ. I got the same. Oh no, I do have it. All right. So let's add this bad boy and let's go with the Pat stuff. Because I knew how much you cats want to see that.
It was a big moment. Like I think everyone was like, "Whoa!" You know, we all know how much you love Pat. You'll stick up for Pat at any time for anything. So you know the way Pat fucking gave it to you. I think we've all been waiting to hear what you think about it.
I probably still would stick up for Pat. But having said that, I certainly get that we have different goals in life. And come on, baby. All right, cool. All right, you ready, Freddie?
I am.
Shit.
You put it on the screen or?
It's not on? I should, right? I'm an idiot. To me, you don't get enough credit in this business. Can you hear it? And
Mhm.
sincere. This is the sincere part first, and because I mean it, and I don't want it buried under everything else. I'm proud of Haley. People actually turn their lives around. To me, you don't get enough credit.
I'm proud of Haley. I also would like to add I'm profoundly disappointed in
problem
Haley.
with this. The headset that I'm wearing does not allow me to hear what's going on.
Check the output settings on your
I did
the
I
overall
did, no,
on
I
the
can
system setting, not on EV Marks, on the system settings.
Oh, okay. Because um, I can hear you fine.
I had it the other day. I could hear StreamYard, but I couldn't hear the tab I was playing, and it's because the headphones weren't connected on the system settings, the overall computer settings.
That sounds like you are correct. They are not. So let's. Yep, you fixed it. Wow. I'm a tech. 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 Credit in this business. And I feel like she's done the work, and so that's real.
That shit don't sell itself.
I'm not debating that with anybody. But that's kind of about as soft as I'm going to get on this because I think this stuff needs to be.
Tell your dick that, old
plainly.
man.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Damn, what are you, Glenn?
That alien made me so. I mean, like
My actual issue, and
David
it's
Defiant.
totally not the one I spoke about on Thursday night. It's not the past. You know, the past is the past, and that's what reform means. And as much as I criticize Chad and Keanu and stuff, I feel like they've got redemption stuff, and I'm always.
I agree with. Sorry, I just saw Eckle in the chat. I agree with Eckle. There's the one where Pat's solo. I think is a better one. There's a little bit more. It's a little bit more venom in it.
Yeah, but
What the fuck? What the fuck's going on? I can't hear you. What other settings have you changed, Schmuel? You're locked up, have you? Now I've got to go through this. Now. All right, good stuff.
there we go. How's that?
Hey.
So very very simple. You know what I did? Just because I'm a total retard.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know why I didn't change. I know why I didn't change the settings in the first place. Because I can now hear myself twice.
Okay.
All right.
I could hear myself too. Yeah.
Hopefully that. But let's go. Jesus Christ! How come? I never really seem to have problems except when I'm on the air with the guys from out of the world, out of the country.
Yeah, it's definitely my fault.
Yes. Audio. Audio. Can you hear me now? Talk to
I've
me.
been able to hear you. Yeah.
Well, talk. Okay, it has to go both ways. I can hear you now. It's fine. All right. Sorry about that. Sorry. Look, I'll take a quick look for the Pat thing. I don't want to keep you too long, but if you have time, you tell me. And if Eckel has the link, he can send it to me if he's still awake. But we're looking but it wasn't Pat's, right? Somebody did a clip.
Stalin.
Okay, cool. That makes my life significantly easier. I think this was before. I feel like this one. The reason why I was using that one was after my going after. No.
Have you seen it though? Have you seen when Pat did it solo?
Yeah, I did, but it's not a Stalin clip.
Oh, Eckel said it was Stalin. I don't know.
Hold on. Well, no, it says. Let's see. Hold on.
Eckel says he sent it to you.
Eckel's a good boy. Eckel's a good egg. Sent a link. All right. Oh, Eckel, is that the timestamp? Eckel. Can you put it in the chat? So this is I got you. All right. This was the Haley PSP Schmuel Buckman and Dan Nice podcast. Stupid. All right. So should I go back? Oh, we don't want to see the Dan stuff, right? So I'll move forward a little bit and we'll pull
Yes,
up.
Kim Bowley, I do need a Snickers.
Oh, Christ. Bunch of fucking whiners. Get over it. It's YouTube. It's me. And, you got to know I don't like slamming my own people. And
Yeah, here we go.
Now, Schmuel Buckman. I had to watch this twice and begin on a third time. I absolutely could not believe what I was seeing this grown man talking about. And I'm not like a big grown man shamer. You should know that about me. Okay. Now, you tell me if he does not look like he's being held hostage. Like I said, I'm skipping the first 10 minutes because it's just hard to stick with, Schmuel's one of these guys who'll start a sentence. Well, she was very. What I didn't like.
I can't. This is not going to work
because
I can't.
Hey, diggity.
I can't hear. I either can't hear it.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Or if I have it,
appreciate that.
I'm trying to.
How do you pause it?
It's playing with both, and I've played clips before. I've never had issues with this before, so I don't understand. Yeah.
This is good stuff. This is good stuff.
Hey, man, whatever. All right.
Why don't we just talk about it, Schmuel? You've seen it, right? I've seen it. And now Buckman's gone. Here's the humiliation ritual, everyone. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm not the fucking host of your show, Schmuel. I'm a guest. If I was a co-host, you could do this to me. Not a guest. Let's look at the chat. I saw Big W. You said, yeah, I agree, Big W. People have not been taking this shit seriously enough. We need to get onto it. Kimboli says, maybe when you retire, you can stream in the morning when you're sharper. Is Schmuel ever sharper? Oh, he's back.
Yes, he is. And all right. I can't find the.
Where is that coming from? You've got headphones on.
I know. It's coming out of a speaker somewhere, and I cannot find. Hold. All right. How's that? Can we do that? Is that working?
I don't know. Let me talk and see if it.
You got to. Yeah, I can hear you. As long as you can hear me, we're good.
All right. Hearing you was never an issue. It's hearing myself back 2 seconds later.
Right, which is the same issue that I had. Jesus Christ. We're supposed to be on the same page. You weren't helping me. It's all your fault.
Go. It's probably your sister.
It's okay. No, the headphone doesn't work. When it's set to the headphone, when the system setting is set to headphone, I hear it twice. When it's set to this, so it don't matter. We're all good. Because I had to set it back to speakers to get it out of my headphone. And when I set it to, because I can't, Jesus Christ, if I leave it on my headphones, I hear it twice. I hear it playing on my channel and I hear it playing on their channel. So, all right.
I don't know if they can hear me.
Everybody can hear you. You've just got like a bunch of. No, I mean, look, I'm not the only guy that has tech problems. I've watched you many a time cursing and swearing at your equipment. So,
definitely.
All right. Yeah. And I would never boot James Baumert, Schmuel. The call's coming from inside the house. The Pat stuff. Look, man.
Yeah, anything to avoid this, right, Schmuel? Hey, you just fucking suddenly tech issues when we're talking about Pat. I know what you're up to. I know your game.
I was under the impression that you didn't want to talk about Pat. That was the impression that I got. Dean, if you got in a rap battle with a sandwich, you'd lose. Well, kids, now's a good time to announce that Superstar Rel will be reviewing 3 raps on our show on Sunday. DJ Electra, the Aussie guy, and a Mir song, which I don't know if you can call that a rap. So we've got a professional comedians there. Nice podcast for $2. Yo, Buck, any of your regrets about losing Haley as a friend? I have friends, Dan. What can I say? Maybe one day you'll get one and they'll leave you and then you'll understand, what it feels like. But thank you for the $2.
I mean it's kind of like I know it's Dan that sent it and Dan's a fucking shit stirrer, but like that's kind of dismissive of Haley though, isn't it? That response.
Well, how is it dismissive of Haley?
Well, you didn't really address it at all. It's like you don't give a shit.
Because it's Dan. I'm not addressing. I'm not wasting my time addressing Dan. So that's the answer to that question.
All right, Schmuel, how do you feel about losing Haley as a friend? From me?
I have not yet lost Haley as a friend. I don't think. I don't know.
Okay, cool. All right.
I had a phone conversation with her yesterday or the night before. So I've talked to her I've been talking to Haley through this whole thing. So it's not like, she doesn't agree. Look, she doesn't agree with what I did. I don't agree with what she did necessarily. It's like, doesn't make us not friends. It just makes us 2 friends who currently don't agree with each other about something important. And
I like most. I agree. That Saturday stream was pretty wild though.
Well, wild in what way?
Like you made it about yourself.
But it was about me. What was I supposed to do?
Well, it's like I didn't really think you needed to do that at all. Like you can change your thoughts on a situation when you get new information. But like this thing was like you felt betrayed. That you deserved more information, and it's like that's on you, dude. If you went and said some shit that you then had to take back, that's on you. That's not on her.
But if I had to take it back because of what I was told, right?
Yeah, but it was more that you spouted off without the full information, and then you felt, fuck, I gotta walk this back.
Well, I felt because I spouted off with the wrong information because I was led to believe that it wasn't that big of a deal. The people around me didn't think it was that big of a deal, and I didn't care. And then I was presented with a bunch of facts. So it was like I should have probably best just kept my mouth shut. And I know that I know that you want me to say I'm sorry, but
no,
part of this was I've been talking to Haley like all along, or like all during the process, and I assumed that there were no obfuscations, that it was just going to tell the story. I couldn't watch much of the stream because it just went, it was good, like it was going, and I could see it was going to go forever. So what I was apologizing for and what I was sorry for was assuming one thing, and it turned out to be another thing. And
You know what happens when you assume, Schmuel?
I trusted. I,
You
I
make an
trusted
ass out of you and
I,
me. Yes.
I trusted what I was. I trusted what I was hearing. So that's the story. Let's see. It's funny. Crumbum Shmuel loves calling old people like an old uncle. Calling people like an old uncle. I would agree with you, except I'm going to tell you, 90% of the calls are to me, not the other way around. I got the old, call me, give me a call kind of stuff. So I think it's a lot of not wanting to share, maybe not share stuff. So I'm going to try something for you, my friend, but it may mess up how they.
I don't think anything could mess up this stream, Schmuel. It's been perfection.
Oh, I think so. You don't think so?
No, I've loved it. I've had fun. I think the chat loves it. It's
All right,
been a great time.
I think I can make this work if we do it this way, but we're gonna find out right now when I hit the play button. I just want to say sincere. This is the sincere part first, and because I mean it, and I don't want to bury it under everything else. All right. So I have a summary. I just want to say sincere. This is the sincere part first, and because I mean it, and I don't want to bury it under everything else. Summary. I'm proud of Haley. People actually turn their lives around. To me, don't get enough credit in this business. Why don't you tell me what Pat was saying, and then I'll answer you. I feel like she's done the work, and honestly, so that's real. And
I really don't.
You know that's
what
playing.
He's talking about like in this.
I know it's playing, but I can't hear it, so that's why I'm taking it down.
I don't know. It's hard for me to.
Cool. Well, I can still hear.
See us all in the same business.
I'm not debating that. Okay, there you go. It has stopped playing.
What did you say? Because two of you were talking to me at once.
It's the way it is. I was saying, if you want, I have a summary of the show. I can either read from that and we can come up with stuff, or you can just say, tell me what he said, and I will respond to it.
All right, so I'm running the show now. Well, I don't know. Yeah, go with your notes. I don't know where to start. I just sort of express, like, I kind of agree with Pat in the terms of, like, you did seem like a hostage on that Saturday stream. A little bit like I kind of felt like on my stream on Saturday morning when I get bombarded in the chat and people wanted me to talk about Haley, and I hadn't done my research. Like I said, I felt like she handled it poorly, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it did kind of feel like you, as Baumet was saying, like you folded to the trolls, and as you often do, you overcorrected. But yeah, you go with your notes or whatever.
I mean, I don't have any notes. I just have because I can't get the sound to work. I've got a summary of the show, and pretty much the speaker defends, which is Pat. The speaker defends Haley and criticizes others like Schmuel Buckman for their overreactions and perceived self-pity, emphasizing support for Haley is genuine and questioning the motives behind the accusations. He expresses support for Haley, criticizes the overblown reaction, and mocks the emotional state of some critics, suggesting much of the drama is exaggerated or driven by jealousy.
Sounds about right. Look, and people like Dan, $2 Dan's having a fucking blast with it. Like he's playing it up to the max. We know Dan doesn't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like he's doing his bit. He's doing his gimmick. And it's just blowing it up. And I think, yeah, you got affected by the overblowing. The certain people around that were demanding. Yeah, there was a certain section of people that wanted us all to abandon Haley, right?
No, No, I didn't take it as them wanting us to abandon Haley. Here we go. NJ Ranger for $5. You can tell me the clip watching machine broke just as we were going to see your boy crap on you. That was by all accounts a mild, tepid response. Yes, NJ Ranger, thank you for the $5. I think it's because I'm using this headset and not my usual mic setup. So I will, what do you call it? I will get to it. Now let's go here. Down to, we'll pull it off. Thank you very much for the 5, NJ. Lady KB for 5. Don't blame the foreigners. You're literally have audio issues every episode. I disagree. I think we're down now to probably 3 and 10 have audio issues.
You think down to 30%?
Yeah, well, hey, you know, Buckman, your dabble tip link is broken. What happened? It worked for maybe it's not broken. Maybe I put the wrong one in. $2, Dean. If you got a rap, you'd lose. We've read that one already.
You love bringing up the fucking dissing of my rap twice, don't you?
Clip Tojo, $2. Clip Evader. I'll be back tonight with the clips, and I'll have my regular sound set up. This is how rushed I was. I had to just throw on a headset. I couldn't even get the other things going. All right. So I don't know. Maybe I felt a little hostagey. I was I was disappointed in stuff. In the reaction, the way the reaction was handled, and plus stuff that I thought were fact were not. And that was kind of frustrating because it was like, I assumed that when she spoke, she was going to like either say the truth or not say anything. And so there were changes, right? And I don't know. I felt a little, I was unhappy with it. I'll just put it to you that way. I mean, I really like Haley. I think Haley's really great. But
well,
let's go ahead.
Let's not get bogged down, all right? We've talked about the Haley stuff, right? I think what everyone wants to know is the Pat thing, all right? You've got, we understand, all right? We're all disappointed the way Haley handled it. She's admitted she understands the criticism of that. But Pat torched you, and people want to hear about your feelings on it.
Pat did torch me. And I'll tell you what, because I can't run the audio, I have answers. No, I did, what do you call it? I watched, it was the night before last. I watched Pat's criticisms of it, and I felt like Pat was making assumptions about what I was saying. He was interpreting them his way. And unfortunately, I'm not a wordsmith. I can't do the shit that Pat does. And so I did what I could do, the best that I could do. And so that's it. I mean, if Pat's not going to be happy with what I do, I don't have any control over that, right? Like, it's Pat. It's not, it's not me. I don't need to apologize to him or for him. He's allowed to have his comments about me, whatever he feels. And there's that. But there was some things like, all right, so
so what do you disagree with what he said though? Like, because I tend to agree with what I think Pat had a fucking solid a solid critique of you.
No, it's giveth me a second. And I was disagreeing. First of all, I was disagreeing with Pat because when the DJ Electra stuff came up, right? And I said to Pat, hey man, these are guys that like she hurt them, and that's why they're lashing out, and the BYB pylon. And Pat was like, well, how many does it take for there to be a pylon? 4, 5? And he also said that DJ said that she was going to release private information on 2K. And I was like, one, well, where did she get it from? It's the stuff he gave her. Felt a little too head over heels for her, and then went on that show just trashing the shit out of her, right? And Pat was good. Pat was good with that. And now everybody's piling on Haley. He's not that good with it. Is it because Haley's his friend? Right? Could I have said anything negative, or was it the fact that I said something that was negative?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's. Look, I from what I understood from what Pat said is it's the fact that like you were talking about a pylon with 5 streamers, covering a topic. Whereas I think Pat's point was more, there's a lot of accounts that like new accounts that would pop up in chats, just wanting to get the people to talk about the Haley stuff, and like he felt like you buckled to those ones, rather than sort of sticking true to yourself, I guess.
No, it's bullshit. I made comments, having made assumptions about the person I was commenting on. I was presented with facts that were alternate to what I had assumed, right? So what do? Do I just sit there and live with what I said the night before, or do I come on and do I actually do stuff? I'm not great at doing, in case you haven't noticed, I'm not the greatest streamer in the world. And
Yes, you are.
trying to be heartfelt, like in that thing, and be honest, I don't know, it was tough for me because it was like I had a lot of shit on Saturday. I had a lot of shit I wanted to say, but there was also a lot of shit that I didn't want to say because of being friends with Haley, of making sure stuff that I had been told privately that I wasn't exposing, and that. But the information that I got on Thursday, after Thursday night, the information that I got was, oh, wait, these things were happening. And it wasn't from a random chatter, right, that it was coming from. It was coming from people that I know in the chat, and people who, because I got this stuff, I think either late Thursday night or Friday morning, and I was able to go back and check and see if what they were saying was true. And it was true, right? And so, like, if you, fuck you, man, if you think that I buckled down to the crowd or whatever, that's cool, because that's what you're gonna think. I felt like there had to be some fucking I had to be honest. Yenta having a dry spell. Please, anyone, give it to her. Brody Hooper 75. I don't know which one of the Yentas he's talking about, but yeah, I mean, and fuck it, nobody in the Dabbleverse does apology streams, right? Like, that's unique. And look, I knew I was going to take shit.
Well, who are you apologizing to though?
I was
Because I don't think you need to apologize to anyone.
I was apologizing to the 75 or so people that usually watch my show. That's who I was apologizing to. And
for being misinformed or whatever. That
for me, no, for me, being a guy that part of what I try to do is to be credible, to have some honesty, and that came. I felt like I looked bad in that, and I thought this is going to be a problem if I don't address it. Was my addressing it a good idea? Yes. How I addressed it? No, it was not good. I get it. It's the same thing. You could say the same thing with Haley, right? Like, the explaining was worse than the event, so to speak. Terry Nee celebrates 5 months of my Jesus Christ. Celebrates 5 months of memberships, because I'm looking past. Can you say, oh, you wanted to get it past the censors? Can you say, fuck Eckel again? Fuck Eckel. I think he's gone to bed by now.
I'll say it too. Fuck Eckel.
But no, it's me. It's what I do. It's probably what I'm going to do. I didn't want I didn't want to come back and be also having everybody like I wanted to kind of put an end to the Haley stuff, and it seems to have worked. Actually, I wanted to put an end to it, and be clear about it, and not have you know to like every show be about Haley, and every show defending Haley, and the stuff that I talked about was about me for that reason. That was the reason why. Um, uh, what part of honesty is taking a stance on a subject you know nothing about? Thank you for the $5, Connor. Connor, I knew about the subject, right? And I should have shut my mouth because I didn't know what that the response was not what I thought it was. That's the thing. So I knew about the subject. I didn't think it was a big deal. I'm sure for Haley at the time it was brutal and it was awful, and she's changed and grown out of it. All the reasons why I admire her, but I did not think the handling of it uh, was well done. And I also, it's like, what did I say? Pat, everybody can say I made it about me. That's fine. I don't give a shit. But also, too, right? Like, there is this thing, several things that I said, right? Which was, you of all people should have known this was going to come out,
Of course.
right?
I mean, look, you and I were together on the stream last week, right? When it first popped off, the story first came out, and I sat there and said, "Give me more information." I've never given a fuck about drugs charges, and I maintain that. I've never given anyone shit for getting, having drugs charges and all that. Then Haley did her explanation, all of that, and I went, "Oh well, this is not a good look." And yeah, I tried to be as honest as I could, and I honestly said on my show, my heart's not in it. I'm not here to bury Haley, but yeah, I'm disappointed. I disagree with the way she handled it. But it's not Haley's responsibility to fucking keep me up to date with that information. Bauman is very keen to. He asked you, I think, if you think he was honest. It's a little while back. But like, yeah, you're talking about how you're trying to be honest about the situation. Yeah, it must be the one above there somewhere. But do you feel anyone else has not been honest about it? Because you're the only one I saw. Well, no, you're not the only one I saw that spouted off about incorrect information. But you're the only one I saw who, after Haley made her did her stream, you were full blown just dismissing and defending and all of that. And then you needed people to tell you, hey, you fucked up on this one. You can still sort of be supportive of it and be disappointed in her at the same time. And it did kind of feel like you latched onto her as like, it's her fault that I fucked up kind of thing. Like, that's how it came across. Like, she should have given you the information. It's on her.
No, it wasn't that she didn't have to give me any information. I didn't need any information, right? That wasn't what I was lacking. What the assumption I made, and I would stick with it to this day, is I never thought that she was going to obfuscate, some have said lie, I keep saying obfuscate, in her answers to those to the events, right? And it turns out that there were what I had assumed would be the thing. It's like, Dean, if I said to you, if you came to me and said, hey man, I went to the bank and I stole $1 million, and then you said, I'm going to do, it's the information's come out, I'm going to go and I'm going to own it on stream. And then you went on stream and made some vague reference to this place you were in and you accidentally walked out, with the wrong amount of money. I would criticize you as well. I thought that's the position that I had been placed in. Am I wrong?
Well, you've admitted that you didn't watch the whole coverage and you made some assumptions. Like, I knew
Right, but
when you were on your stream on Thursday saying the shit that you said. I knew at that point that wasn't the way to go. Like it was going to make you look like a fool. Like you should have known at that point. Like you hadn't done your research. You hadn't actually followed all the way through.
But I'm not going to do research on people that I trust. Like I'm going to assume that somebody that I trust tells the truth, right? And that's kind of how I got into that. Was me saying, "Hey, it's not a big deal. Hey, she's grown from that, etc., etc." And then it was just like, this list of lies and stuff. And now I understand I understand that. Like I understand why you would lie. I think a lot of it was to shield other people, to keep things quiet. But at the same time, that's gonna get called out. So now it's like, okay, so first this information comes out, you got to handle it. I'm still sitting there going to myself, how the fuck did you not deal with this 2 years ago on here? Because if she came out and had said this, I believe uh, it wouldn't be a big deal today, right? Like if it had come out at first. Now there may be reasons for that. She didn't say it. Maybe it's safety. Maybe it's something that I didn't understand. Okay, and maybe the obfuscations, etc., were for that, to protect people, to protect other people and whatnot. But she's someone that if they say they're going to do something, I trust that they're going to do it. And like I said, I got this whole list of things, of parts that had been changed, and it went, from one substance to another substance to another substance. So,
Eckel, I tried, dude, but he just keeps going back there. And at some point, I just got to give up.
what is Eckel? All right, hold on.
Eckel wanted you to he wanted you to be talking the heartbreak of Pat. Crushing you. But
okay.
I am gonna have to fucking go, Schmuel.
All right, cool, man.
Looking at the time.
Sounds good. All right, get to work. Thank you for coming, getting up. Thank you for the problems. Thanks for being late. I apologize for my being late. I'm sorry, I fucked up. On Sunday, we will be doing at I think it's 8:30 Sunday night. Superstyle Rel will be on, and we're gonna critique some rap. All right, and one of them is the Aussie guy. And when I said I was going to do this, you were the first person that people said had to be. I don't know if you were the first person on the show, but you were the first name that came up.
Cool.
So
Excellent.
Thank you very much, buddy.
That'll be up against that'll be up against Ladies Night. We got Ladies Night on Sunday night at 9 p.m. So I'll have to check your show out later. I've got quite a few ladies queued up to join Robbie and myself for Ladies Night 2. So check us out at 9 p.m. Sunday night.
It's not going to be a panel full of ladies having penises, is it?
No, I'm not doing the trans ladies this year. Legit ladies this year. Yeah. I heard the criticism.
Well, it's not that they're they're legit. They're just we'll move on before I get myself into more trouble. All right.
All right. Catch you later, brother.
Any plugs, buddy? So
I just Sunday, United States of Australia on YouTube Sunday night 9 p.m.
Yeah. All right. Take care. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
All right. He's out. James Balmer. I have no idea what I owe you an apology for, but we love the Balmer. Love, love, live. And let's see if that other shit is up here. Yeah, you know what? When I get a problem like that, all right, let's go through. Terry, we got you. Connor, the $2. An apology to Balmer would go a long way. Let me just see here. Thank you, Connor, for the 2 clams. MSIP, take your hat off and bow your head and say you're sorry, Buck. No, if I should be apologizing to Balmer, I will do it publicly at an event, and I will prostrate myself before him. All right. Thank you for that. Let's keep going here and move on. All right. So, if the pineapple is still here, Haley's Trap is coming. I'll just wait 2 more weeks. What do you call it? Whatever. I need to move on, and I can't answer that question right now. James, this is not your safe space. Go back to the NLO chat. Buckmanu. Connor 1234 Buckmanu. Apologize, you piso, whatever. Just kidding. Laughing. I never know. It's interesting because it's like Baumer actually came up on my show the other night and people were talking about him. So that was where I thought, oh, did I say something that I wasn't supposed to? The man does have the funniest slipping videos ever. Buckman held the camera. I thank God I was holding the camera. They were putting shit all over that guy. And is this a bit? JB, your name is your handle. All right. Anyway, what? Oh, mint diggity. Buckman, what did you and Haley talk about on your phone call? And about how long was it? It wasn't that long. The last phone call was me. Well, the first one was I was going to do this, and then the second one was I did it. And I know you're probably upset by it, but I did it. So there we go. All right. I think I'm gonna wrap it. I'll probably be back later. We can talk about we can talk about that stuff. And Senior Barrett, 3231. Right. That's what happened. Everybody knows what happened. I gotta say, let me dig myself in deeper. I did not know what. There was information bandied about in a chat recently, with info that I didn't think was public. So there might be something to this. Buck has all the cool kids' phone number. Actually, Latanya, that's untrue. To be honest, I don't. I made a decision when I first got in here to not ask people for their phone numbers. So if I get them, they are given to me through something that we're going to do. Now Aussie guy is gone. Do you want to cover the Pat Dixon stuff right now? I kind of need somebody to ask me questions, but I'll come back on. I know you're going to be in bed, but I'll come back on later, and I'll put the mic in and I'll go the normal way. And I haven't used this thing in so long. I completely forgot that I had this problem, and I don't know why. So we'll do that. Oh, there we go, Mr. Panhandler. Yeah, maybe one of you guys could get Panhandler to come on because he's been. Oh yeah, I'll get back to. Oh yeah, and I never even. I don't really hear of him. All right, let me see what's the haps are here. Oh, ice dancer because I'm closing. Whale shark because they don't bite. Nurse sharks I like as well. I've dove with what the hell are they called? Anyway, it's they might be reef sharks, but I don't think so. It's the sub is U352. It's a shark dive off North Carolina. You can look it up. Tell me what kind of sharks are down there. Off Long Island, I did the great white dive, but it was in a cage. I never have to do that again. And MSIP for $2. Don't forget your Metamucil, fiber, B12, and boost tonight. It's almost like you're in my medicine chest. I don't do the boost, not an issue, but yes, the Metamucil. It helps with my cholesterol, and Metamucil is fiber. B12, I think methylfolate. I think that's one of those Bs. So we're in there. But thank you for being concerned about my health. I really appreciate that. In any event, so I wish I was cool like Balmer. Never met you in person, Garrett, but in person, Balmer he's great, man. He really is. It's a lot of fucking fun. Big guy. And I like him. All right. So I've said I'm going about 4 times now. Oh gosh. I'm sorry, Echo. You have to move to a place that's not 5 hours away. Or 5 hours later, whatever the hell it is. I heard he's annoying. Balmer, the best of us are annoying. The ones that aren't annoying, I mean, what's the point, right? What's the point? Yeah. So, all right. Here's what I'll do. I'll be back on tonight. We'll do the Petix and stuff. Once I change my headset, I have it around. Oh, excuse me. I could like read this shit. But that's boring as fucking hell. And I would rather answer the questions. And I will say that I approached Pat about what we were talking about, and he disagrees with me. And if you know anything about Pat, having Pat move off a position is tough. But I want to. I want to go in there. Still friends with Pat, unfortunately, and still will get great jokes. Ozone's afraid of getting the shit smacked out of him. James Balmer. I know nothing about the ozone or whatever, but I would say it's a reality that Mr. Balmer probably could smack the shit out of at least 90% of us in the Dabbleverse. So that's it. All right. We're out. And Genta, thank you so much. Good job. And we will do our best. Bustelo, I have no idea what you're talking about or why you're involved, but continue on. It's in the chat. You know, if people are in the chat, they're involved. I mean, this is where it comes from. All right. And I was looking for one great one. Thank you, Kimberly, for that. Love you. Bye, guys.